student in our common room wants to talk to you. It's Eldritch Diggory. He used to be the Minister for Magic, I think.
A portrait in the common room of Hufflepuff. It's interesting. It's definitely a new mission I haven't seen before when I was playing as a Slytherin. Great Hall. Let's go there. Back in the common room again. Let's have an apple. Got Diggory here as well.
You wanted to see me, sir?
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself. So few students know who I am these days. Eldritch Diggory, former Minister for Magic and founder of the Aura recruitment program at your service. I believe you can help solve a decades-old murder, thanks to that book you found, and, in particular, its missing pages.
How do you know about the book and the pages?
We portraits hear more than you might suspect, and most of us can keep a secret. So, what say you? Surely a Hufflepuff such as yourself would be inclined to help seek long overdue justice.
This could be right up my street. Even we Hufflepuffs enjoy a good mystery.
Glad to hear you are up to the challenge. Plus, I believe you'll benefit from this undertaking. My great-niece, Helen Thistlewood, can provide you with details. She's retired now, but was a skilled aura in her day. And the unsolved murder of which I speak was her case. I often visit my portrait in her home, in the nearby hamlet of Upper Hogsfield. Shall I tell her to expect you?
How could a few pages of a book help her solve an old case?
A boy disappeared with those pages, but they never found the body. A girl was convicted of his murder nonetheless. It seems those pages could exonerate her somehow. My great-niece can tell you more.
Oh yes, I remember this now.
Can you tell me more about your great-niece?
Cream of the crop when it comes to auras. A star pupil here, and then an exemplary servant to the ministry. And her spark hasn't diminished one bit in her retirement. She and I often chat about old cases and our glory days. No offense, but it's nice to get away from the students and converse with someone who's familiar with my legacy.
When were you the Minister for Magic?
Over 100 years ago. 1733 to 1747, to be precise. The stories I could tell you. Didn't have the chance to do all that I could. I was in the midst of reforming Azkaban when my life was cut short by dragon pox. I was sneezing sparks to the bitter end.
Sounds wonderful.
I shall go and see her right away.
Brilliant. With what I suspect is your knack for hard work and her keen mind, both mysteries may be solved sooner than you think. I shall see you there soon, I hope.
Let's go and find her.
Revelio.
Go and speak to her apparently, but yeah, okay. I should follow roads or go by way of some distance from Hogwarts, I wonder. Okay, so let's check on the map. Okay, now it's appearing on the map, okay. World map. That's Hogsmeade. So it's past Hogsmeade all the way over there. Can I get to Hogsmeade? Apparently yes I can. Let's fast travel here. And from there we'll walk. I don't have the broom yet, so we have to walk there.
The work it takes to keep a clean house is staggering, even with magic.
There is one thing I want to do before I go on to that mission, though. It's in the gear section. Got some stronger objects to equip. That's without glasses. God, some of these glasses are ridiculous. Death Eater stuff. I'll use the normal ones for now. Anything else? Seems not, but I should still pop by the closest shop. I should be able to sell stuff in any of the shops here, but let's go here. Very quickly sell the stuff. Get some money and free some more slots.
If something threatens me, the first thing I cast is potato.
All out of the new sock, so if your feet are smelly, you'll have to work it out for yourself.
Don't buy anything, just sell stuff.
If I haven't said it before, it's a pleasure doing business with you.
Tell me I've sold stuff I'm actually wearing.
I
The
suspect
rest
you
I
have a
can
sharp
keep.
eye for fashion. Be sure to stop by whenever you're about.
That's okay, let's go back to the gear. It's 4 and that's an 11, so let's increase our defense. That's exactly the same value, so it's more than fine now. Let's get back to the mission. So then just run quickly all the way there, but it's going to be quite far. We might be able to complete Professor Hecat's assignment as well. Oh, there's some spiders or something around here.
A brother who works at Gringotts couldn't pay me enough to sit behind a desk.
Revelio. Yes.
Go.
Too late for you to learn the error of your way. Revelio.
Got nice little food in here. Look at all these little beds they have. Oh, we completed her assignments as well, which is not too bad. It can make such a difference when you have your broom.
For hours.
Revelio.
Quiet as a grapple. You will regret. I won't rest.
Just murdering goblins for fun. Poor little goblins. Ooh, there's another baddie close by. The spider. Exploding our couple of spiders here. Could have done the Merlin's trial as well, but I'll do them on a separate video, I guess. There's so many of them anyway.
This must be the place Minister Diggory mentioned. Helen lives around here somewhere.
Bardo Beaumont should have returned by now. Had by dark wizards he was.
Let's be in here then.
Here you are.
Lumos.
Pleased to see you took my advice.
Little house elves here. Anything we can steal from her? Okay. And of course, let's just steal money from her house before we even speak to her. Stealing her coins and stuff. Madness.
Madam Thistlewood, I met your great uncle in his portrait in my common room. He sent me to speak to you.
I'm pleased you came. Uncle Eldridge believes the book you found and its missing pages may be relevant to an unsolved case from my time as an Auror.
Very well. I'm listening.
Decades ago, a student named Richard Jackdaw disappeared after going to meet a girl named Anne. They never found his body. When his headless ghost appeared briefly in Hogsmeade, wholly unaware of how he died, Anne was convicted of his murder and sent to Azkaban. It was in large part due to the testimony of a girl called Apollonia Black. Jealous of Anne, I think.
That sounds terrible, but I'm not sure how I can help.
Anne's alibi was somewhat labyrinthine. She said Jackdaw promised her adventure following a map he found on some pages he'd stolen from Peeves.
And you think Peeves ripped those pages from the book I found in the restricted section?
If my great-uncle is to be believed, yes. At least that's what the portraits at Hogwarts suspect. Anne insisted that Jackdaw had asked her to follow the map with him, but only after she solved a series of puzzles he'd prepared. Odd way to woo a girl. She swears she never even solved the first puzzle, so they didn't meet. Jackdaw's ghost vanished almost as soon as he appeared. Without Jackdaw's puzzle, pages, or remains, Anne was sent to Azkaban based solely on Apollonia's spurious testimony.
I don't understand. What can I do to help?
I believe Anne may have solved the first puzzle by now, but after spending time in Azkaban, she's a shadow of her former self. She won't speak to anyone she doesn't trust, and she trusts no one. If you, a student with a connection to the pages, like Jackdaw had, spoke to Anne, she might reveal new information.
Okay, so this part here is different from the other games there because it has this Azkaban component, whereas in the other ones, the research for the mystery is different. It just tells you to go, speak, but I don't think we go to Azkaban there.
I've always wanted to see Azkaban. Count me in.
I suppose it has a peculiar appeal to some, but it can be terribly disconcerting. Fortunately, being a retired Auror has its benefits. We can apparate right to her. I've escorted ministers, professors, and many others to that blasted place. Never a student, I'll admit, but I will keep you safe.
Can you tell me more about Apollonia Black?
Wretched, vindictive girl, that one. Apollonia claimed that Anne threatened to kill the boy after he broke her heart. The Black family's power over certain people in the Ministry, along with the fact that Anne is Muggle-born, sealed her fate.
Such a wonderful justice system there for the wizarding world, though.
I'd like to know more about Anne.
That poor soul never was the brightest girl, and that lack of wit proved to be her undoing.
I half suspect Jackdaw and Apollonia were merely toying with her. Who could have known he'd end up dead?
She's not held up well in Azkaban. In some ways, she blames me for not proving her innocence. I'd like to clear her name if we can.
I mean, the evidence was circumstantial at best, Helen.
You said Jackdaw's ghost appeared briefly, then vanished. Where do you think he went?
I have no idea. Evidently, he was always a bit restless, going on and on about adventure. If I had to guess, he tired of Scotland and is somewhere on the other side of the globe by now.
Very well. Let's go.
Steady yourself. We'll apparate together. Don't worry, I've never splinched anyone.
Yet.
Do take care now, and tread lightly in that horrible place.
We'll be there in but a moment.
I doubt you could apparate into Azkaban.
That ought to keep them at bay for now. Though, be aware, you may feel a wave of despair. It will pass.
Thank you for the warning.
This really is a dismal place, but we'll be out of here soon enough. Now follow me. Mind your step.
I never thought I'd see the inside of Azkaban for myself.
Nasty Dementors. Not even I could convince the Ministry to send them off. There's no need for such monsters.
It's a diabolical way of handling a prison. What's over here? You gonna go in? Oh, nothing. Just a wall. Oh, there's a prisoner here. What's he doing? Sup? Sup, bro? Touch my hair. Smell it.
I had my wand. I'd cast Crucio on the lot of you.
It sounds fair. Seems very comfortable, like a little lovely room space. 4 or 5 meter bed. Nice decor. Heating, I guess.
That witch you're with has a dark cloud over her. I can feel it.
What is that I hear? Perhaps death, in all its mercy, approaches.
No one at school's going to believe this.
Now remember, Anne has been here a long time. The Dementors aren't kind. Have patience and speak to her quietly and respectfully.
Let's be super rude to her.
Who's there? Who speaks to me? Is that death finally come for me?
I'm a student from Hogwarts. I found the book that you said would exonerate you.
Ah, the book, the book. No one would look. None of the mages found the pages. Methinks the feckless knave meandered to his cave. My fate was surely sealed in Upper Hoggyfield.
What are you trying to say? That the missing pages are in a cave near Upper Hogsfield?
Hogsfield, ruins house, a vault concealed.
A vault in some ruins near Upper Hogsfield. I suppose it can't hurt to look.
Can't hurt to look, can't hurt to look. Go find the pages from your book. Ellen, know you're here. Come in closer, be a dear.
What is it, Anne?
What the hell? What on earth was that? What?
You're hurt. Go. The cave. You're safe now. You have what you need. I'll be all right once I get...
What a bunch of weirdos.
But Madam Thistlewood, all right. I'll find it. I'll find Jackdaw's cave.
Okay, let's go and find it.
I should investigate.
Ooh, some more spiders or something.
Revelio.
Oh, some inferi. You can only beat these guys with fire. Yeah, I know.
Protego. Incendio. Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Accio. Incendio.
Ah, missed him.
Accio. Incendio. Accio. Incendio.
Yeah. Any more?
Revelio.
Find some more stench of the dead normally. useful tools to find. Okay. So you see some of these baddies.
Such a fuss over poaching. Enough dumb beasts for everyone.
Accio. Incendio. Leviosa.
Am I supposed
Accio. Incendio.
Oh, 20 poachers as well.
Accio. Incendio.
Did I just defeat 2 level 20 poachers like that? It's hilarious. Just getting some more ingredients there for the potions. They're always useful.
Incendio. Leviosa. Accio.
Accidentally selected that there. It's useful. Get as much moonstone as we can. We'll need that there once we get the room of requirement. Ashwinder eggs.
Abandoned long ago, no doubt.
It's quite far away, yeah? It's a nice little rich mission, so now we're back to where we were before. Went on a slight detour, but it was fun. In the right place. And tell me it's the exact same cave I was before. That's a different one.
Lumo. This must be the place Anne told me about.
Seems like it.
No one's been here for ages.
Little puzzle here.
Incendio. Accio. It's no wonder Anne never found that clue. Incendio. Accio.
A bit more money.
Revelio. No, that's not. No. How did you do this, Jackdaw? It's no wonder Anne never found that clue. Revelio.
Any clue from here?
Accio. No, that's not it. Revelio. Accio.
I'm just gonna do the blue ones there.
You'll not outfox me, Jackdaw. Revelio.
Just get the blue ones then, I guess. That should be good now.
Don't outwit me, Jackdaw. Now, where's the clue you left behind? Revelio.
So that's it, right? I'm surprised the paper is still in good condition. Especially in this little cube. Peeves ripping pages.
A note from Jackdaw. Anne never found it. So how did he die? Was she to blame at all?
No, she was not to blame at all.
Could it be? Has someone solved my puzzle after all these years? Well done indeed. Richard Jackdaw, at your service.
The Richard Jackdaw. I heard you disappeared years ago. You have some explaining to do.
I do? That was my puzzle you solved. What are you doing here?
A retired Aura, Helen Thistlewood, told me about a map you stole from Peeves. And then Anne told me about a cave.
You saw Anne? Broke my heart. I had to go on without her. Probably best for her in the end. Dare I ask? How is she?
She's terrible.
She was imprisoned in Azkaban for your murder. Why didn't you exonerate her?
What?
Yep.
Azkaban? Oh, poor Anne. I had no idea. I thought she'd written me off. I've been traveling the world for years to mend my broken heart. I came back here only recently. On a whim. I must speak to the Aura you mentioned and see how I can help Anne.
I'm glad to hear it. Before you go, would I still be able to find the pages with the map Helen mentioned?
I'm almost certain I dropped them in the cave the moment I was beheaded. They're bound to be mouldering away with the rest of me. Tell you what, meet me at the edge of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll show you precisely where to find them.
That was easy.
If you don't mind me asking, how did you lose your head?
I was having a look about when I suddenly sensed a refreshing breeze. After which I felt, well, lightheaded. That's all I remember. Hence, if you do find yourself in a cave, be prepared. I can't tell you what for specifically, but you seem a perceptive sort. Beware a light breeze.
Helen mentioned Apollonia Black. Did she set up Anne to take the fall?
Have you never met any members of the Black family? They can be rather vindictive. Once Anne showed an interest in me, Apollonia couldn't let it alone. That her own heart had grown cold simply didn't matter.
Sounds wonderful.
How is it possible to steal from Peeves? A poltergeist?
I didn't steal the pages from his ghostly form. I merely found them in his wake of destruction. He has a penchant for wrecking things. Books, bottles, suits of armor. Whatever's likely to cause the most chaos. Found them on the floor outside the library where he discarded them. Not my luckiest find, all things considered.
Thank you. I need to find those pages to help a friend.
I shall see you there.
There we go. Level 11 nicely completed, and I guess next is just a continuation of the Jackdaw mystery.